the 5 questions that I think you should be thinking about as you think about institutions broadly around the country, institutions within the state of Georgia. Because to my way of thinking, these are the life or death questions for universities over the next 20 years. I guess the primary one is living in a public university system, it's the one that you think about every day. Are you serving the people that you're intended to serve? It's not always an easy answer. If you have a very good teachers college in the middle of Texas that all of a sudden has decided it wants to be the next great research university, I can guarantee you that they're not going to be serving the people that they're supposed to be serving. They're going to be building laboratories and hiring research professors that are chasing a completely different goal. Who are your successes? I think in order to be taken seriously as an institution of higher education, you should be able to point to a significant number of your graduates that are successful or influential people. Do you have successes? An amazing number of institutions don't. And even when you have successes, my third rule is what happens to most of your students? Do they get degrees? Do they earn over their lifetime at a way that at least allows them to recover the cost of tuition? So, do you have peaks? Is the average going up? What do you learn? It's not always clear. You can't look at a college catalog and tell what students learn in the classroom. 80% of the institutions in this country that charge $40,000 or more tuition a year don't teach what's in their catalog. If you gave them a test, if you graded institutions, as has been done by the Association of College Trustees and Alumni, if you graded institutions A, B, C, D, F, the expensive institutions in the United States would get overwhelmingly D's and F's. Ivy League institutions average D. The institutions in this state average B+. It's one of the reasons that you're seeing the state of Georgia moving to the forefront of leaders in higher education. And then finally, how important are you? How important are you to your city, to your state, to your would anyone notice if you actually disappeared? It's not an easy question to ask, it's an even harder question to answer. But I think those 5 questions kind of encapsulate what is going to be happening in higher education over the next generation. And I'm always much too conservative about the pace of change. When I wrote Abelard to Apple, I thought I was writing about a generational change, and in fact, this revolution has happened in the last 4 years. So we're seeing change happening at an unprecedented scale. So these questions are going to be asked every month, every legislative cycle, every time that there's a hard financial decision that a board of trustees has to make about whether an institution contracts or disappears completely.